I can't believe it. Amazon's letting us write their Lord of the Rings series.
Yeah, me neither. Especially as we've never written anything before.
I know, right? Hey, remember how they asked us if we'd ever seen that Mel Brooks movie, The Producers? And how pleased they were that we hadn't?
That was weird. Anyway, what are we going to write about?
Well, there's a ton of great stories in this book. There's Beren and Luthien, the fall of Gondolin, Turin Turambar marrying his own sister.
Yeah, Amazon don't have the rights to any of that.
Okay, well, how about young Aragorn and Arwen? People know them from the movies, we can show how they met. There's a whole elf and human forbidden love story.
Trouble is, nothing really happens between them until the end of the movies. But we should do something with forbidden love. Elves are hot.
I mean, there's always a second age. Tolkien didn't write much about that. We could just make up any old garbage, it'd be fine.
Hey, now we're on to something. We could still have young versions of the movie characters. Galadriel and Elrond were still around then.
Yeah, Galadriel could be like a kick-ass warrior queen.
And she was Elrond's mother-in-law.
We don't have to go into that. It works best if she's single.
I guess. So we could have her chasing after Sauron the whole season. Classic good versus evil story.
Do we actually want to beat Sauron though? He works so well in the movies as just an eye.
Yeah, he was walking around on the second age. Disguised as an elf, I believe.
Yeah, all the Tolkien fans will know that though. How about we make him a human instead? Keep everyone guessing.
Right. Galadriel can spend the entire first season hanging out with him, not knowing she's the very guy he's after. That's irony for you.
Won't it make her seem pretty dumb though?
No, she can figure it out eventually. But not until right after Sauron's helped forge the Rings of Power. I mean, like seconds after.
Rings of Power, hey, that could be a good title.
Yeah. So we start with the Rings of Power being forged, and end with Sauron being vanquished by Isildur. So that's how long?
About 2,000 years.
We can compress it into 5 years. No one will notice.
Shouldn't we get some hobbits in there? It's not Tolkien without hobbits.
Thing is, all this happens before the hobbits come to the Shire. I guess we could show them on their journey there.
Yeah, like travellers. They could all have Irish accents and go around in colourful wagons. It'd be neat.
We might get complaints from real-life Irish people and real travellers, though.
As long as no real hobbits complain, I think we'll be safe.
How about characters? We're going to need a new Frodo and Sam.
We can't make them exactly the same, though. I know, what if they were girls?
Yeah, more girl power, love it. We could call them Frida and Sal.
We can talk about that later.
How about a Gandalf, though? People love Gandalf hanging out with hobbits. Well, Gandalf wasn't around until the Third Age. But I guess if we cast a wizard who looks and acts exactly like him, that should be close enough.
And it won't seem creepy that an old man is hanging out with teenage hobbit girls?
Let's hope not. So we got elves and hobbits. How about dwarves?
Dwarves, yeah. We can show the mines of Moria back when they were all sunny and full of plants.
We can't just have them all be bearded white dudes, though. This is the 21st century.
Oh, no, we can have female dwarves, black dwarves, Asian dwarves, and the same for the elves and hobbits.
Trouble is, the Peter Jackson movies didn't have any of those.
Well, now we can say that they were being racist.
So racist, those movies. It was a different time.
It sure was. We might need some human characters as well, though.
We've already got about 50 main characters, but sure. I guess we need some jeopardy for the first season before the war really kicks off. How about a human village threatened by orcs?
Can one of the villagers have a forbidden love affair with an elf?
Oh, they'd better. So do the elves come to save the humans from the orcs?
Way too soon for that. We're going to need to bring in the humans from the island of Numenor. They've got a whole big story arc going on with Sauron in season 3 or 4, so we're going to need to build up to that.
How do the Numenorians know this one little village is being threatened by orcs, though?
We can figure that out later on.
Well, let's not forget.
Anyway, this could be a neat twist. Even though the Numenorians beat the orcs, it doesn't stop them from flooding the whole land, which causes Mount Doom to erupt, and it creates Mordor.
And this whole contraption was created when and by who?
Again, we can figure that out later.
Cool. So I think that's enough for the first season. How about lunch before we get into season 2?
Sounds good. But I got one word for you already. Ents.
And I've got 2 for you. Tom Bombadil. Let's get a taco.